A continuación, CPS News.
Good evening, everybody. It is Monday night. It is 7 p.m. Puerto Vallarta time, and you have found CPS News with Jesse and Brent. You got that right.
How are you, Brent?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I've been loving the rain. I hope you're enjoying it too. I hope you don't, you haven't been stuck in it or anything like that. So if you're inside of your house, just enjoying the rain, watching the news, sounds like a good plan to me.
I know. My shoes are paying the price from this morning going to the gym. It is soggy out there, but like you, I enjoy the rain. I enjoy the lightning. It's really, really fun. And guess what else you're going to enjoy? I think it's going to be the headlines because we got lots of news. So let's go.
Tonight on CPS News, a shoreline search ends in heartbreak as authorities recover the body of a missing Canadian man near Marina Vallarta. Plus, Puerto Vallarta plugs in. Jalisco's first electric bus system hits the streets, and riders get the first weekend free. A major step for families. Groundbreaks on a new regional autism center right here in Puerto Vallarta. And in Bahia de Banderas, a missing person case turns tragic as an 18-year-old is identified after being found in the Ameca River. Plus, get ready to hit the road. A new taxi app for CTM drivers just got the green light from the state. All that and more tonight on CPS News, the news that speaks your language.
Thanks for those headlines, Maria. And we begin tonight with a story we've been following closely all weekend. And unfortunately, it does not have the ending we were hoping for. Authorities have confirmed that the body of an 80-year-old Canadian citizen who was reported missing Saturday was recovered Sunday afternoon near the Marina Vallarta shoreline. The search began after the man's stepson contacted emergency services reporting that he had received what appeared to be a farewell message from the victim who had recently lost his job. The message included the location where he planned to leave his personal belongings. Family members later found his laptop, cell phone, and clothing abandoned at Boca Negra Beach, triggering an extensive land and sea search operation. Lifeguards, civil protection crews, municipal police, and rescue teams spent hours searching the coastline from Boca Negra to Boca de Tomates using boats and ground patrols. Search efforts resumed early Sunday morning after being suspended overnight due to poor visibility. At approximately 4 p.m., the man's body was spotted floating near the Marina Vallarta coast and was recovered by rescue personnel. State and federal authorities secured the area while forensic experts took custody of the body. Investigators have not yet released an official cause of death, and the case remains under investigation, which is totally normal. Thank you to Guadalupe Arce for our first story tonight.
Brent, thank you for that information, and may he rest in peace. Now let's turn to some more encouraging news out of City Hall. Yes, because tonight Puerto Vallarta is, taking a big step toward planning its future.
Puerto Vallarta is taking a major step toward a more sustainable future. Municipal officials have officially begun the development of the city's Voluntary Local Review, a key report that will measure Puerto Vallarta's progress toward achieving the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, better known as the Agenda 2030 objectives. The initiative is part of a nationwide effort supported by both the United Nations and the government of Mexico to evaluate how local communities are advancing in areas such as economic growth, environmental protection, social inclusion, public services, and quality of life. The announcement comes as business and tourism leaders from across Mexico gathered in Nuevo Nayarit for the second Summit of Commercial, Service, and Tourism Leaders. During the event, representatives emphasized the importance of sustainable economic development, greater security, reduced bureaucracy, and stronger collaboration between government and the private sector. Puerto Vallarta's Voluntary Local Review will serve as a roadmap for identifying challenges, measuring achievements, and creating strategies that align local priorities with global sustainability goals. Officials say the report will provide valuable data to help guide future public policies and investment decisions. As Puerto Vallarta continues to grow as one of Mexico's premier tourism destinations, this effort represents an important opportunity to ensure that development remains balanced, inclusive, and sustainable for generations to come. With information from Rodrigo Lopez Becerril, Maria Ammerman, CPS News.
Oh, it sounds like a lot of paperwork, but hey, that was good paperwork in my book. Now, if you've been downtown this weekend, you may have noticed something new and a lot quieter rolling down Medina Ascencio. Here's the story.
Puerto Vallarta officially entered a new era of public transportation this weekend with the launch of Jalisco's first electric mobility system. Governor Pablo Lemus Navarro inaugurated the project on Saturday, placing 19 fully electric buses into service along the Francisco Medina Ascencio corridor. To encourage residents to experience the new system, rides were offered free of charge during the launch weekend. The electric transit network began operations on August 2nd and includes 19 state-operated electric buses, along with 10 additional units managed by private concessionaires. The system serves one of Puerto Vallarta's busiest transportation corridors and is designed to improve connectivity across the city. The new fleet operates daily from 5 a.m. to 11:30 p.m. through 2 main routes and a feeder route. One line connects Ixtapa with the Galerías Vallarta area, with the second linking the University Center of the Coast, known as Cucosta, with downtown Puerto Vallarta. Beginning August 7th, a free feeder route for students is scheduled to start service, connecting the Ixtapa Junction directly with the university campus. Officials say the system will reduce wait time significantly, with buses arriving every 5 to 14 minutes and an average frequency of approximately 7 minutes. The electric units can carry between 85 and 120 passengers and require about 2.5 hours to fully recharge. Passengers can access the service using the Mi Mobilidad and Única Transit cards with a standard fare of 11 pesos. The project also included major infrastructure upgrades. More than 5,000 square meters of the bus depot were renovated, 10 charging stations were installed, and new offices, restrooms, and parking areas were completed. 7 new bus shelters have been also built, with an additional 12 scheduled for rehabilitation during the project's second phase. The total investment in the electric mobility system and supporting infrastructure reached approximately 360 million pesos, marking one of the most significant public transportation investments in Puerto Vallarta's recent history. As of Monday, August 3rd, the system is now fully operational and represents a major step towards cleaner, more sustainable transportation in Puerto Vallarta. With information from Carolina Gomez, Joe Wasik, CPS News. Puerto Vallarta officially entered a
19
new
buses and not one of them needs gas. I love that for us. Okay, before we hit our first break, a quick word from a local favorite, Cerámicas Exclusivas in their new store in Puerto Vallarta. Discover premium tiles, state-of-the-art porcelain smart toilets, and designer faucets, all with special promotions for a limited time. Visit the showroom at Carretera Las Palmas 235 in Las Juntas neighborhood, or you can call them at 33 13 18 27 78. Cerámicas Exclusivas, the perfect choice for exceptional projects.
Talk about exceptional. How about an exceptionally fun break between all this news? I dig deep for these transitions sometimes. I promise you, these are not pre-prepared. But it is time for us to do a little trivia with you. As you remember, we kind of shelved the whole on this day. It had run about a year and a half or so, and Jesse and I talked about it, and we're like, let's shake it up. Oh, look at that.
It's like, we have our
it's like Brent Inception. It's me inside of me. It's like Big Me is eating my little me. Okay, I don't even know where to go with that.
So I'm going to start.
Yes, get me on track. Fair enough.
Let's go back to trivia. All right, this one is really easy because I felt bad because you didn't get the last one right. So hopefully you get this one.
Okay.
All right, so before it became Puerto Vallarta in 1918, what was the town originally called? Was it A, Bahía de Banderas? Was it B, Las Peñas de Santa María de Guadalupe? Or was it C, Nuevo Vallarta?
Okay, hopefully you wrote that down on your side. I think I know what it is, but I'm not 100% sure, but I have to save my answer, right, till the end?
You can tell me your answer now, but you cannot change it.
Oh, okay.
Let's
So
lock
I'm
it
gonna
in.
guess. I'm gonna guess B. That's a very long, exciting. You said it with lots of rolls of R's and stuff. So I'm just gonna go with that one. So at least maybe you'll have to say it again.
All right.
Okay.
That's my trivia, and yes, I will reveal the answer at the end of the show. I hope you have your answer too.
Yes, and we'll see if I go over 2. All right, you ready for mine? And this
Yes.
one I'm going to answer on the spot.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to do a Jeopardy style again, like last week. So do. All right, here's your clue. While John Huston was directing The Night of the Iguana in Ms. Maloya, he famously built a private home for Elizabeth Taylor and Richard Burton, connecting their separate quarters across the street via this custom architectural feature. Give me the answer to that in English and Spanish. The name of the bridge. Not that it's just a bridge. Oh, I kind of gave part of it away, but the name of it.
Es El Puente del Amor.
Ooh, and in
The
Spanish,
bridge of
in
the
English?
love, right? The bridge of love.
The bridge of love. Well, now I got to make these a little bit harder, man. You just crushed
it's okay.
it.
I like to win.
I know you do, and I don't like to lose, but it's fine.
All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed it and learned something new. But for now, we're going to go on a quick commercial break because after that, we have a lot more news for you.
Welcome back, everybody, and now on to our next story tonight. Good news for local businesses. The Malecon is buzzing, and it's not just the usual suspects, whoever those suspects may be. Let's hear from Maria.
Puerto Vallarta is seeing a strong return of domestic tourism this summer vacation season, with visitors from across Mexico helping boost activity throughout the city. According to Puerto Vallarta's Municipal Tourism Department, the increase became noticeable during the second half of July, especially along the Malecon, one of the city's most popular tourist attractions. Tourism Ambassador Beatriz Escalante says the rise in foot traffic is also reflected in higher hotel occupancy rates and increased tourism activity over the past 2 weeks. Most visitors are arriving from Guadalajara, Monterrey, Mexico City, and several cities throughout the Bahia region. Many travelers are either returning to Puerto Vallarta for another vacation or discovering the destination for the first time, attracted by its beaches, world-class gastronomy, and wide range of recreational activities. Tourists are especially interested in learning about the area's best beaches, bay tours, and outdoor adventures. Information modules along the Malecon are helping visitors connect directly with tour operators and plan their stay more effectively. While tourism numbers have not yet reached official projections for the summer season, local authorities say the trend remains positive. Activity is especially strong on weekends, with the highest concentration of visitors arriving from Friday through Sunday, signaling continued momentum for Puerto Vallarta's tourism industry as the vacation period continues. With information from Rodrigo Lopez Becerril, Maria Ammerman, CPS News.
Oh, it's like medical tourism.
Guadalajara, Monterrey, the Bahia sounds like half the country's on our beach right now. And that's great. Enjoy it. Now, speaking of taking care of visitors and residents, here's a quick word about healthcare access. Quality healthcare in Mexico starts with the right guide. MedMex Travel, founded by Wendy Garcia North, and helps patients connect with trusted doctors, hospitals, specialists, and dental providers throughout Mexico. From healthcare coordination and insurance referrals to translation, patient advocacy, and medical records assistance, MedMex Travel is with you every step of the way. Learn more at medmextravel.com or call +1 214 415 2192. MedMex Travel, cross the border, not your fingers. Great stories. All right, Brent, over to you for our next one. This one might actually affect how you get to work.
Thank you, Jesse. Now here's a big story for all of you folks that utilize ride shares in town. Hailing a cab in Puerto Vallarta may be about to get a lot more high tech, as the Jalisco Ministry of Transportation has officially approved a new mobile app developed by the CTM Taxi Union and is expected to launch soon in both Guadalajara and Puerto Vallarta. According to Transportation Secretary Diego Monraz and Union leader Jaime Aguilar Mejia, the app will offer fixed fares with no surge pricing. That means the price stays the same day or night, rain or shine. Officials are currently reviewing Puerto Vallarta's zone-based fare system to ensure it reflects the city's growth, and they say rates on the new platform will be lower than those offered by competing rideshare apps. The goal is to bring all of Puerto Vallarta's approximately 1,700 taxis onto the platform, creating a safer and more efficient experience for both drivers and passengers. Monraz described the app as the modern evolution of the traditional radio taxi, using smartphone technology to improve safety, service, and accessibility. Thank you so much to Carolina Gomez for that very positive story. I think we're pretty excited about that one.
Pricing, now that's a headline in itself. But taxes aren't the only rideshare story we're tracking tonight. Have you heard of InDriver? Well, there's been some confusion about whether InDriver is even legal to operate here.
The Secretary of Transportation for the state of Jalisco is setting the record straight regarding the operation of ride-sharing platforms in Puerto Vallarta. During a recent visit to the city, Transportation Secretary Diego Monraz addressed questions surrounding InDriver, a platform that has recently expanded its presence in the region alongside Uber and Didi. Monraz clarified that InDriver is a legal and authorized platform in Jalisco, just like other ride-hailing services, and said both the companies and their drivers have the support of state authorities as long as they comply with safety and transportation regulations. The secretary also denied claims that mobility officers consider InDriver an unauthorized platform. However, he explained that several drivers have been fined or had their vehicles detained for violating specific rules. Among the most common infractions are operating vehicles with out-of-state license plates, including registrations from Michoacan, Nayarit, and Guerrero, despite the requirement that rideshare vehicles be properly registered in Jalisco. Authorities have also cited drivers for excessively tinted windows, which limit visibility into the vehicle and raise safety concerns for passengers. In addition, several drivers were sanctioned near the Puerto Vallarta International Airport for operating like traditional taxis by establishing unofficial pickup bases and obstructing public transportation areas. Monraz emphasized that rideshare drivers and taxi operators must each follow their respective regulations, stating that maintaining order in the transportation system is essential for public safety and fair competition. With information from Carolina Gomez, Joe Wasik, CPS News.
So legal, yes. A free-for-all, no. Good to have that cleared up. Now, Puerto Vallarta just made its pitch to the country's biggest event planners, and it sounds like that pitch landed. Maria's got the rest of the info.
Puerto Vallarta is strengthening its position as one of Mexico's top destinations for meetings, conventions, and incentive travel. The city's meetings and convention cluster recently completed an intensive business mission in Mexico City, where representatives held 45 one-on-one meetings with event planners, agencies, and industry specialists looking for future venues for congresses, conventions, and corporate events. During the presentations, Puerto Vallarta showcased its growing connectivity, tourism infrastructure, and world-class hospitality offerings. The destination currently enjoys direct flights from 15 national and 40 international airports, with even greater capacity expected when the new terminal at Puerto Vallarta International Airport begins operations in 2027. The delegation also highlighted the city's diverse hotel inventory, convention facilities, award-winning gastronomy, outdoor activities, and unique experiences available for both attendees and their guests. More than a dozen major hotels, destination management companies, and tourism providers participated in the promotional campaign, alongside the International Convention Center, which presented recent upgrades and new event capabilities. The visit also included meetings with associations actively searching for future convention destinations, as well as coverage from 8 specialized industry media outlets. With these efforts, Puerto Vallarta aims to attract more high-value events, generate new business opportunities, and continue strengthening its reputation as one of Mexico's premier destinations for meetings and conventions. With information from Rodrigo Lopez Becerril, Maria Ammerman, CPS News.
Wow, 45 meetings in one trip. Someone's earning their frequent flyer miles. Now, on the subject of doing business smarter, here's a word from one of our partners. Capital Bank is redefining what banking looks like in Puerto Vallarta. Designed for expats, investors, and seasonal residents who expect more. More privacy, more discretion, and real personal service. Enjoy personalized deposits, withdrawals, and direct access, all with competitive, transparent returns. No lines, no complexity, just smart, effortless banking. Visit Capital Bank in Sayulita, Flamingo, Zona Romantica, or Marina Vallarta. Or you can call them at 322-209-0696. Capital Bank, finances without complications. Now, smart banking for a smart destination. Next up, some big medical news, literally coming to our own backyard.
Puerto Vallarta will welcome hundreds of medical specialists this October as the city hosts the 23rd Mexican Mastology Congress and the 20th International Meeting, taking place from October 7th through the 10th at the International Convention Center. Organized by the Mexican Association of Mastology, the event will bring together leading experts from Mexico and around the world to discuss the latest advances in breast cancer prevention, diagnosis, and treatment. Dr. Rafael Vasquez Romo, president of the association and deputy director of medical education at Mexico's National Cancer Institute, says continuous medical training and technological innovation are essential to improving patient care and ensuring timely access to quality healthcare services. The Congress will feature keynote presentations, specialized workshops, and advanced training courses, creating opportunities for physicians, researchers, and healthcare professionals to exchange knowledge and strengthen evidence-based medical practices. Beyond its scientific importance, the event is also expected to generate a significant economic impact for Puerto Vallarta. The arrival of doctors, researchers, and academics will boost hotel occupancy, restaurants, transportation services, and local businesses. Tourism officials say Puerto Vallarta's international air connectivity, major convention facilities, and world-class hospitality continue to position the destination as a premier location for major conferences and professional gatherings. With information from Rodrigo Lopez Becerril, Joe Wasik, CPS News.
That's the kind of convention our area loves to host, so thank you so much for that. Now switching gears to something a little more down to earth, literally. Let's talk about some rain. Here's the story.
Puerto Vallarta and the Jalisco state government are launching the Nidos de Lluvia, or Rain Nests program, in rural communities of Puerto Vallarta. The initiative will help families collect, filter, and store rainwater, especially in areas that still don't have complete water or sewage infrastructure. The first phase is expected to benefit 100 families and 3 schools. Registration meetings were held last Thursday and Friday, drawing residents from several nearby communities. Families interested in joining the program presented a valid ID and proof of address during the registration process. The program is designed to make better use of Vallarta's rainy season while providing families with an alternative source of water. With information from Carolina Gomez, Maria Ammerman, CPS News.
Nidos de Lluvia, Rain Nest. I love that name. Speaking of building for the future, here's an update from one of Marina Vallarta's most talked about development Soliva. The exclusive development located in Marina Vallarta continues to make progress in its construction, and it's solidifying its position as one of the region's most attractive investment opportunities. It also offers unique financing plans designed to make investing in Paradise more accessible than you might imagine. Featuring 1, 2, and 3-bedroom condos, a prime location just 4 minutes from the airport, and exceptional appreciation potential, Soliva is an opportunity to live, invest, and grow your wealth. You can visit us at 3660 Francisco Medina Asensio in Marina Vallarta, of course, or you can call 322-183-3411. You can also find more information on social media at soliva.mx. Soliva, elevate your life.
Absolutely. And hey, it's right across the street from here almost. So maybe as an incentive, if you buy, you can come visit us in the studio anytime you want to. I'm not sure. That might decrease sales.
Oh, come on, please, Brent. You guys, I will be there tomorrow from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. So if you want to go visit me at Soliva, I'll show you around.
Ooh, what an invite. All right. We got a lot more news coming up, so let's take a quick break, but don't go anywhere. You're going to want to be right back with us at CPS News, the news that speaks your language, after this message. Welcome back, everybody. I told you we'd be right back. I did not lie. So you are back with CPS News, and a troubling discovery outside of Bahia de Banderas Hospital has raised more questions than answers. Tonight, Eames is responding.
The Mexican Social Security Institute, IMSS, in Nayarit, has officially distanced itself from a large quantity of dialysis supplies discovered near the General Zone Hospital number 33, HGZ 33, in the Alta Vela area of Bahia de Banderas. In an official statement, IMSS reported that an internal review found no evidence that the peritoneal dialysis solutions belong to the hospital's inventory or pharmacy stock. The institution also confirmed that there have been no reports of theft, loss, or unauthorized removal of medications or medical supplies linked to the boxes found on July 24th. According to IMSS, patients receiving peritoneal dialysis are monitored through a specialized care protocol. Multidisciplinary teams regularly visit patients' homes to oversee the proper use of supplies and provide guidance on returning, donating, or disposing of materials that are no longer needed. The agency emphasized that the distribution, storage, and control of dialysis solutions and other medical supplies are managed under strict institutional procedures and current contractual agreements. As a result, officials maintain that the products found abandoned near the hospital did not originate from HGZ 33's pharmacy or warehouse. Despite the clarification, significant questions remain unanswered regarding the origin of the supplies, how they ended up near the hospital, and who left them there. The discovery involved multiple boxes of what appeared to be new, unused dialysis materials. The incident has sparked public outrage among residents of Bahia de Banderas, many of whom find it unacceptable that medications used by patients with kidney disease and diabetes were apparently discarded, while reports of shortages of similar treatments continue to surface. As of now, neither Mexico's Attorney General's Office, FGR, nor the Nayarit State Attorney General's Office has announced an investigation into the origin of the supplies or any potential responsibility for their abandonment. The case continues to generate concern and leaves several key questions unresolved. With information from Israel Torres, Joe Wasik, CPS News.
Thanks, Joe. Definitely a story we'll keep following. Now, switching gears to the world of finance, the Asphalt Radio team was able to sit down with the CEO shaping one of Mexico's fastest growing fintechs.
Mexico's fintech revolution is accelerating, and one of the leaders helping drive that transformation says the opportunity is still just beginning. In an exclusive interview with Asphalt Radio, Capital Bank CEO René Saul shared how his company has grown from a fintech startup launched in late 2019 into one of the country's most talked about financial institutions. According to Saul, the key to Capital's rapid growth is simple: solve a problem that millions of businesses face every day. He explained that Mexico remains one of the countries with the lowest levels of access to business credit, creating a massive opportunity for companies that can combine financing, technology, and data into one platform.
Mexico and the countries that we operate, they're one of the ones that have the less access to credit, right? So by nature, you have a product market fit by nature that allows you to be really aggressive on the strategy that you design, and that it fills a big problem, right? So that's the way we built our solution, by giving our customers access to our liquidity and to the data.
Saul also clarified a common misconception about Capital's recent expansion. While many believed the company purchased Intercam Bank, he explained that Capital acquired selected assets, strengthening its nationwide presence while maintaining its core mission of empowering small and medium-sized businesses.
No, we didn't buy them. That's wrong. We bought the assets. We were already a bank, and we already had the permit. What we bought is their assets, and we bought them as long with other three banks, BBVA, I think, and Scotiabank also bought part of their assets.
Looking ahead, Saul says the real opportunity isn't consumer banking. It's helping businesses move money across borders. He highlighted the enormous growth potential in trade and payments between Mexico and the United States.
Border payments, what we do really good. Mm-hmm. So they can use those services as well, and you still with the whole network. And actually, these guys sometimes are the owner of the SMB or the owner of the enterprise or a high executive of the enterprise, which by nature are our customers. So we also monetize from.
And when asked where Capital Bank will be in 5 years,
The leader of B2B global.
Saul also emphasized that artificial intelligence will play a major role in the future of banking, helping institutions better understand customer needs and make smarter decisions. For all of us here in Puerto Vallarta, this is a powerful reminder that innovation in Mexico's financial sector is no longer coming. It's already here, and companies like Capital Bank are betting big on technology, entrepreneurship, and cross-border growth. With information from Jesse Ruiz and Vin Maru, Maria Ammerman, CPS News.
And as you heard, companies like Capital Bank are betting big on technology, entrepreneurship, and cross-border growth. So a good shout out to our friend Vin Maru. Thank you so much. He is also part of Asphalt Radio's financial expertise. Now, honoring a different kind of value tonight, it's our seniors. Here's Jesse with the story.
Well, this August, Hospital Joya Riviera Nayarit is proud to celebrate Senior Citizens Month by honoring those who have given so much throughout their lives. Because caring for your heart is one of the best ways to honor your story, schedule an appointment with Dr. Cesar Rodriguez Segoviano, specialist in international cardiology and echocardiography, and receive 30% off an echocardiogram or Holter monitor study. Or, you can schedule your appointment today by calling 322-262-6613 or connect with us on social media by searching Hospital Joya Riviera Nayarit. You can use this until August 31st. Restrictions do apply, and Hospital Joya Riviera Nayarit, they know how to take care of you because your health deserves the very best. All right, next up, an environmental standoff that's heating up on the coast.
Citizens begin removing stones from Las Cocinas beach seawall, demand compliance from Dine Group. A growing environmental dispute in Punta de Mita has taken a new turn as local residents and activists have begun symbolically removing stones from the controversial seawall built at Las Cocinas Beach. The action comes more than a month after Mexico's Ministry of Environment and Natural Resources, known as Semarnat, ruled that the rock structure must be removed. Despite the resolution, no official timeline has been announced for the demolition of the seawall. Environmental activist Jose Barraza and several community members arrived at the beach armed with sledgehammers, breaking apart portions of the rock barrier, while calling on both Semarnat and Cantiles de Mita, a company owned by Grupo Dine, to fulfill the environmental ruling. Residents say the structure, built within the federal maritime zone, sparked widespread public opposition due to concerns about environmental impacts and restrictions on public beach access. The issue has become one of the most significant environmental conflicts in Nayarit in recent years. Activists also report that recent heavy rains and ocean conditions have already begun weakening parts of the seawall, causing sections to shift and sink. Community members believe this further demonstrates the need for its removal and the restoration of the natural coastline. The citizen-led effort has gained support from residents throughout Punta de Mita, who say they intend to maintain public pressure until the ruling is enforced. Some are also proposing that once the structure is removed, management of the area be placed in the hands of the local community to help preserve and protect the beach for future generations. So far, neither Semarnat nor Grupo Dine has announced when the removal work will officially begin. With information from Carolina Gomez, Joe Wasik, CPS News.
So when people start using sledgehammers as a form of protest, that tells you just how frustrated this community really is. Okay, let's head back to Puerto Vallarta now, where the Navy pitched in on a very different kind of cleanup. Here's the story.
Puerto Vallarta's drainage system got a helping hand this week as personnel from Mexico's Navy carried out an intensive cleanup operation in the Las Mojoneras neighborhood. Working under the Marina Emergency Response Plan, 12 members of the 12th Naval Zone focused their efforts on a stormwater canal along Las Palmas Avenue, where a large fallen tree had completely blocked the flow of water following recent storms and strong winds. Using heavy-duty hand tools, crews cut and removed the tree before additional rainfall could create a flooding hazard. Naval personnel also cleared away debris, overgrown vegetation, and large amounts of plastic waste that had accumulated inside the canal. Supported by 2 official vehicles, the team worked quickly to restore proper water flow and reduce the risk of flooding for nearby homes and motorists. The Navy says these preventive actions are part of its ongoing civil protection efforts during the rainy season. All collected debris was transported to an authorized disposal site, and officials reported that the operation was completed safely and without incident. With information from Guadalupe Arce, Maria Ammerman, CPS News.
Thanks, Maria, for that information. And guess what? We're going to jump into sports. But first, we need to go on a quick commercial break.
Yes. All right.
We'll be right back with sports. See, that was quick. We're back. And yes, we have a lot of sporting information. And we're going to start with Brett's information.
I got Chacooed. All right. Puerto Vallarta is getting ready for a major upgrade in sports because state officials recently visited La Bobadilla, there we go, sports complex to kick off plans for a 200 million peso investment that will transform one of the city's most important athletic facilities. The first phase includes restoring the Olympic swimming pool, upgrading the locker rooms and the restrooms, and adding a children's water play area and improving access throughout the entire complex. Looking ahead, the new area will help position Puerto Vallarta as a premier sea-level training destination for high-performance athletes. For local sports fans and future champions, the game plan is clear: bigger facilities, better opportunities, and a stronger future for the sports that are being done in Vallarta.
Oh, I can't wait. 200 million pesos going into that project. And speaking of Vallarta athletes making us proud, Puerto Vallarta is making waves in the international stage. At just 20 years old, local surfer Juan Pablo Melendres has made history by winning the gold medal in SUP surfing at the 2026 Central American and Caribbean Games in Santo Domingo. His victory makes him the first Mexican ever to capture gold in this discipline at the event. Melendres, a proud product of Puerto Vallarta's High Performance Development Center, delivered a championship performance that showcased not only his talent, but also the growing strength of Mexican surfing. His gold medal is a huge achievement for Jalisco, for Mexico, and for a young athlete whose future looks brighter than ever. From the waves of Vallarta to the top of the podium, Juan Pablo Melendres is proving that the next generation of Mexican surf star has arrived.
Good stuff, and we've also got some big news for soccer fans in Puerto Vallarta. Governor Pablo Lemus has officially confirmed that Puerto Vallarta will be getting a new modular stadium. Now, it's a project led by private investment and spearheaded by a local club. The state of Jalisco will contribute the land while private investors will handle the construction and the funding. Lemus also put the rumors to rest by confirming that it's not going to be built on the El Salado. That's good news, the estuary area. While the exact location has not yet been revealed, more details are expected in the coming weeks, including the site, design, and construction timeline. For Vallarta's growing soccer community and other sports and concerts, this is a major step forward. A new stadium means new opportunities for professional football players, bigger events, and another reason to keep an eye on the future of sports and entertainment in our city.
Well, no stadium in El Estero. I know a lot of you will be relieved to hear that. But anyways, that's all the sports info for tonight. Now, a word about staying healthy while you cheer them. Located at Boulevard Francisco Medina Asensio, 3970, the center is part of Hospitan, an international network with over 5 decades of experience operating 20 medical units across Spain, the Caribbean, and Mexico. In Mexico, the network has locations in Cancun, Playa del Carmen, Cabo San Lucas, San Jose del Cabo, and Puerto Vallarta. Care is provided in both Spanish and English, and they accept a broad portfolio of national and international health insurance plans. They also have streamlined access and administrative management for insured patients. Among the most in-demand specialties are international cardiology, traumatology, and gynecology, and obstetrics, complemented by other subspecialties that cover a wide clinical spectrum. Let's watch this information about Hospitan.
World-class healthcare in exceptional destinations. For 55 years, we have been dedicated to providing world-class medical care to patients from all over the world. With hospitals strategically located across the Americas and Europe, with 5 top-level locations in the main tourist destinations and cities of Mexico, including Cancun, Riviera Maya, Puerto Vallarta, San Jose del Cabo, and Cabo San Lucas, we are here to support you and your family every step of the way. We understand that every patient is unique, and we are committed to offering personalized care that respects your individual needs, culture, and preferences. Hospitan Puerto Vallarta stands out for its focus on personalized care and high-quality service, following international medical protocols and adapting to the needs of both the local population and international visitors. It is located just 5 minutes from the airport, making it easily accessible for patients and visitors. Our team speaks several languages to help break down language barriers and make communication smooth and clear. We provide you with accurate and comprehensive details to guide you through your journey. Your privacy and trust are essential to us, and we ensure the highest standards of confidentiality throughout your care. Our hospitals are equipped with the latest medical technologies and staffed by highly skilled professionals in various specialties including cardiology, general surgery, ophthalmology, dermatology, gynecology and obstetrics, internal medicine, neurosurgery, otolaryngology, traumatology and orthopedics, pediatrics, and urology. Whether you're seeking routine care or complex treatment, our teams work together to offer the best possible outcomes. From your first inquiry to your final departure, the international team will guide you through every step of your medical process. At Hospitan, we are not just treating your condition, we are caring for you as a whole. Welcome to Healthcare Hospitan.
There you have it. For further information, please contact 322-226-2080. Hospitan. Now here is our next story tonight.
A young woman found dead in the Ameca River near El Colomo, Bahia de Banderas, has been identified as 18-year-old Yareli Colmenares Tovar from the community of Tebelchia in Puerto Vallarta. According to reports, Yareli was reported missing on July 25th. Her body was discovered the following day along a low-lying section of the river where receding water levels had created a small beach area. Authorities are also investigating reports that another young woman who was allegedly with Yareli at the time of her disappearance was later found deceased in the same area by family members. The case has drawn significant attention as 4 bodies have reportedly been located along both sides of the Ameca River within a 48-hour period. The Attorney General's office of both Nayarit and Jalisco are working together to determine the circumstances surrounding these deaths and whether the cases may be connected. So far, officials have not released the causes of death, and investigations remain ongoing. With information from Guadalupe Arce, Joe Wasik, CPS News.
All right, let's change the pace. Do you have any Sunday plans? Well, we've got them. Brunch, breathtaking golf course views, and unlimited mimosas all in one perfect morning at Marina Vallarta Golf Club. Join us from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Adults 435 pesos, juniors 285. You can reserve your table today by calling 322-221-0073. Or you can find them at Paseo de la Marina 430, of course, in Marina Vallarta. Marina Vallarta Golf Club, Sundays done right.
Thank you, Jesse. Now let's head back up the coast for our next story as a strange discovery on Boca de Tomates Beach this weekend has beachgoers doing a double take. Maria has more info on this.
Saturday on Boca de Tomates Beach, located on the northern coast of Puerto Vallarta. The discovery was reported by beachgoers, prompting a response from Puerto Vallarta Civil Protection and Fire Department personnel, who secured the area and removed the animal to prevent any public health or safety risks. Environmental specialists from the city's sustainability department took custody of the reptile and will conduct the necessary examinations to determine the official cause of death. Once the investigation is completed, the remains will be transported to the municipality's authorized disposal site for deceased wildlife. Authorities stated that monitoring and surveillance efforts will continue in nearby estuaries and coastal areas to help protect and track local crocodile populations. With information from Guadalupe Cruz, Maria Ammerman, CPS News.
Yeah, along with the crocodiles that were found last month, there was like 6 of them dead. We're going to have to kind of keep an eye on this and hopefully they can figure out what is going on. Okay, quick pause here because Jesse wants to tell you a little bit about why we look so good.
It's because of Makeup by Diego. Yes, he's back. This August, elevate your beauty experience with Makeup by Diego, known for creating sophisticated, flawless looks for enhance your natural beauty. Diego specializes in luxury makeup for weddings, special events, photo shoots, and unforgettable moments. Indulge in your glamour you deserve and reserve your appointment with my personal makeup artist, the amazing Diego Cruz. Look for him on Instagram or you can send him a WhatsApp. I'll share his number is 322-198-2021. And now we close out the show tonight with some genuinely great news for families across our region.
Puerto Vallarta took a major step forward in specialized healthcare and inclusion as Jalisco Governor Pablo Lemos Navarro led the groundbreaking ceremony for the new Regional Autism and Intellectual Disability Center. The facility was planned next to the La Lija Cultural and Sports Complex in the Coapanale neighborhood on the site formerly occupied by the Vida Nueva shelter. Designed to serve up to 300 people at a time, the center was slated to provide early diagnosis services, sensory integration therapy, hydrotherapy, physical therapy, specialized educational support, family counseling, and job training programs aimed at fostering greater independence and inclusion. The project represented an estimated investment of 20 million pesos and was expected to become a key resource for families across Puerto Vallarta and the greater Costa region. Prior to the ceremony, site preparation and foundation work had already begun in June, with completion scheduled for later in August, marking the first phase of a project intended to expand access to specialized care for individuals with autism and intellectual disabilities. With information provided by Carolina Gomez, Joe Wasik, CPS News.
Well, I love when we finish off with a bit of good news. We've been following that story closely, and we will continue to follow that story as it's really important for our community. But the other story I'm following is your trivia, and if I got it right or if I'm 0 for 2, I don't know. I got it wrong last week, I'm hoping.
Yes, you did. So this time, ding, 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 you got it right.
Yay.
You guessed right. B was the correct answer. Las Peñas de Santa María de Guadalupe, was the actual name for Puerto Vallarta. And a historical fact is that the settlement was founded in 1851, and it carried that long name until it was officially renamed Puerto Vallarta in honor of former Jalisco governor and Mexican president Ignacio L. Vallarta. There you have it. Some history fact for you guys to take home, and I think we're done.
Yeah, we are. So you learned a little something tonight. You learned about bridges of love and a little Vallarta history and lots of news. So you can always be out there and about when you're on the Malecon and you know what's going on because you watch the news. Okay, everybody, have a great one. We'll see you next week, Monday night at 7 p.m. for Jesse and for Brent. Have a great evening.
Bye-bye.